Universal disclosure, universal disclosure. I was having a conversation about the dream state and the subconscious mind, and I just informed, which I'm putting this on the record for the all, since I was engaging in this conversation, that absolutely your subconscious mind is recording 24 hours every single day that you have breath, that you have life. Your human vessel is a recording device. Your skin is the largest organ on your human home. That is how you live on earth. That is how your soul essence, your soul essence that you travel through time and space and form into matter. That is how it lives. It lives in a home, which is your earth body. It's your physical body. The skin on that body, that is your largest organ. One of your, either the largest organ or one of the largest organ. And all of those pores that you have on your skin, they transmit and they receive universal cosmic energies from the negative and positive polarity, right? From the all. All information that you're taking in around you is being received through your skin. Your heart records. Your heart is how you feel emotion. Your energy's emotion. Sometimes you feel sad. Sometimes you feel happy. And many more emotions. This is through your heart center. Your recording center. Your heart records memory. Think of a time when you broke up with a person. A being like me that's completely healed, I'm going to be like, I don't have negative emotions, but you out there, you may think of something that happened. It could be anything, really. And you could automatically think about that thing right through your mind, and your heart start feeling sad because your heart recorded that memory, and that was, your heart was also energetically programmed by that memory. By, not necessarily by the memory, but by the perception of the memory, whether it was positive or negative. So your heart is recording 24/7. Your subconscious mind, which is connected to your dream state, is recording 24/7. It's either recording through your pineal gland, your spiritual vision center, which is energetically programmed with information. Any information that you are receiving through, it could be things like TV portals. There are TV portals in your cell phones. They are portals to other dimensions. That's why you can feel any range of emotion by looking into a TV portal. You can feel any type of emotion through looking through a TV portal, because it is a portal to other dimensions. It gives you access to other dimensions. Oh, do I want to go real high in frequency, or do I want to go real low in frequency? Well, let's see which portal I want to go through. And this is about the great God Universal Allah, because this is what the great God Universal Allah wants to know from the very elect. This was one of my tests, initiations, from probably over 10 years ago. The agenda of this a new age of Aquarius. We are in a new age of Aquarius. We have left the age of Pisces. Universal disclosure for all who are unawares. That is what your basic instructions before leaving Earth refers to as the end times. End times being we ended an age. We are experiencing the times of the culmination of every thought, word, and deed created from the age of Pisces. During this time, we are experiencing the law of cause and effect, right? So the great God is saying this is the agenda. Excuse me, not agenda. This is a divine executive order if you are a very elect. Because if you were chosen, you would have already done this deprogramming over 10 years ago. That is where you go to blank state, what they call, I've heard it referred to as blank state technology. I think that's on the satanic side. They can just wipe people's memory clean, right? But on the great God, Universal Allah side, the great God, Universal Allah is saying, this is your job. The great God already said, to whom much is given, much is required. Great God is not giving you no limitless pill. You got to earn this. Great God taught, that's universal disclosure. To whom much is given, much is required. The great God absolutely requires a hefty, I cannot even testify to how long it took me to deprogram my subconscious mind, which is connected to my dream state and my parallel selves, right? I don't know how long that took, but that took a long time to deprogram. The great God ordered me to, and I had a choice back then whether I listened or not, but I just genuinely wanted to just draw close to the great God. It was not about, anything, but this is all I used to say and all I used to pray for was to be saved. Praying to be saved, praying to be saved, praying to be saved, praying to be, that was my persistent and consistent prayer, was to be saved. Now I didn't know what I was asking to be saved from at that time. Now I see what time we're in. Praise who? So, the great God gave me a scientific formula in how to be saved. You would have to deprogram the subconscious mind and the recording centers in the human home, in the human body, right? Because we've been being programmed by other people since the womb. I said in another video, you were being programmed by whatever your parent was being programmed through the womb, through the umbilical cord, because the umbilical cord that's a physical cord from your human vessel as a fetus or whatever, and the mother. It's a cord that connects you spiritually. So you're being programmed by her in the womb. So this programming goes so deep, and 20 years I've been deprogramming essentially, but I had to go through a really strict period. I liken it to asceticism. I don't know how that's spelled. Asceticism is what I practiced back then. I didn't know it was. You know what? I cannot testify if I actually knew that it was asceticism, but the great God gave me a scientific formula for deprogramming. You cannot listen to radio anymore. I cut radio out because I used to listen to radio all the time, and they would play the same commercials over. I mean, you would hear this for weeks on end. If they had a song that was hot, you would hear that song all throughout the day. And then you would hear the same commercials all throughout the day. This was programming the subconscious mind. It was energetic programming. Whether it was your ear gate lets vibrations, frequencies through. from other dimensions. Your ears are portals. They are called ear gates, right? That's why when you put in earplugs, right? The great God's saying some of you, very elect, you will have to wear earplugs around certain family members until until the great God shifts your consciousness to be able to either, look, this is the time of the great divide, either bring them up in consciousness or separate you from them. This is the great divide between the negative polarity and the positive polarity. This phone about to cut off, right? Two polar opposite consciousness being expressed on this earth right now. So again, this deprogramming includes all of your recording centers. Your heart records. People remember when something sad happened long time ago and they think of it and they get sad. That's because your heart, which feels, recorded it. The mind just recorded that memory. It didn't record the emotion. The mind is mental.